Hey everyone, welcome back to 996 The Howl. Even though the win streak is over at 7 games to the hands of McDavid and the Oilers, the good vibes, the high spirits around Utah continue with a bombshell this morning of Bill Armstrong and the organization announcing the signing of first-line center Logan Cooley, 8 years, $10 million flat per year for a total of $80 million. A $10 million cap hit. Some big sticker shock for folks like me who basically lived through the flat cap era pre and through COVID where, high contracts for good players would reach around 8 and elite players would get 11, 12. Now it's really good players. Well, Cooley right now is a really good player. He will become elite, hopefully, with his contract, and I think he will. But $10 million, we saw Thomas Harley on the Dallas Stars, pretty much not a household name just yet, but making around $10.5 million. So Logan Cooley gets his contract. We were all worried because he, denied an 8 by $9.6 million contract per year recently. And so we were wondering, and the media was wondering, does Logan Cooley want to stay long-term? Well, he does. I think best case and the best news is that it's 8 years. It's not 3, 5, 6. It is a full 8 years. Next year, players, restricted free agents will not be able to sign 8 years. I think they're shrinking it down to 7 years. But you got Cooley and Guenther at $17.1 million together. Kirill Kaprizov makes $17 million all on his own. We get to enjoy Cooley and Guenther until 2033. And then Cooley, because he signed his contract a year later, he gets one more year after Guenther. Hopefully Guenther re-signs in 2033. The young gun line, Guenther, Cooley, Peterka, has been unstoppable. Unbelievable to start the season so fast. Peterka is signed at $7.7 million, and that ends at 2030, the year 2030. And then here we go. Let's look at the cap projections for next year. We'll get into the stats after this, but next year they're projected to have about $28 million of cap space to use. That includes Logan's new raise of $10 million. So with that $28 million, they have to make the decision of re-signing Schmaltz, re-signing Hayden, and getting a backup goaltender because Vanecek's contract is only for 1 year. So maybe they re-sign Vanecek as well. Another notable player expiring is Kevin Stenlund, fourth line center. You can re-sign him, but that'll be pretty cheap. Or you could go out to free agency and get a fourth line center. And so that seems manageable. It seems like enough cap space to do what you really want. And moving forward, you're just going to roll in entry-level contracts. Daniel Boot will come into the fold. Aguila, Baudouin, Lamoureux, maybe Duda, maybe Michael Horrible, our best goaltending prospect. So even though Cooley gets that sticker shock raise, I mean, the money that Cooley earned over than what is probably what I was expecting. I was expecting 8.5 at the highest 9. So I'm not going to lose sleep over $1.5 million. So that gain of Cooley you got in the savings of Guenther. Like Guenther deserves 8.5, maybe 9 million. So you saved on Guenther, maybe went a little bit over with Cooley, but combined, this is a great roster in terms of cap space and in terms of skill. So let's get into the Logan Cooley stats. I know it's a bit facetious because we're only 11 games into the season, but you could already see the steps he's making already 11 games in. It's 10% of the season, so it's somewhat notable. His goals per game is up tremendously at 0.73 this season. You can just see the increases in almost every category, except assists per game is a little bit down from last year, but maybe he just wants to shoot the puck more and put the puck in the net more, which I'm all for that. His points per game is high as well at 1.09. His time on ice has increased about almost a minute compared to last season already. Goals per 60, unbelievable. 2.3 goals per 60 minutes of game time. Points per 60 minutes of game time, 3.5. So almost every 60 minutes, Logan when he's playing is getting 3.5 points. And then faceoffs, the two areas I had concerns about with Cooley in the summer was faceoffs and discipline. I think he fixed his discipline. I mentioned in a previous video against St. Louis, he gets run from behind, total numbers, his back towards the play, run from behind in the corner, he falls, and he gets up and doesn't retaliate, goes straight to the front of the net, battles in front of the net, tries to get into a quiet area in the slot, and he does, and he scores, and then scores 2 more times to get a hat trick in the first period and under like 6 minutes of game time. So he answers by scoring and helping the team win instead of where last season maybe he would have retaliated. We saw a couple times that happening, but faceoffs, he needs to work on it. They got Blaine Forsythe as an assistant coach to work on the faceoffs. You have Kevin Stenlund, who is a faceoff mastermind. Even Barrett Hayden is enjoying some great faceoff success early in the season. So maybe they could help out Cooley with his faceoffs. And then we go to some analytics. 5-on-5 possession, Fenwick. Like, another concern was his possession numbers. His analytics weren't great. They were fine, but 11 games in, he's already almost 4% increased in terms of possession. So when Logan Cooley's on the ice, him and his teammates are enjoying 54% of the puck 5-on-5, and the other team obviously 46%. So you love to be over 50, well over 50. And then 5-on-5, high danger chances for share, he's getting 53% when he's on the ice. So when both teams are on the ice and Logan Cooley's on the ice, his team is enjoying 53% of the high danger chances in the game. And that's up almost 5% already from last season. So his analytics are getting better. It was lagging behind a little bit compared to guys like Keller last year, but obviously Keller is matured, is in his peak, is elite. The team had great analytics last year. Cooley was sort of, like I already said, lagging behind, but he's starting to get back up there. And now you have 2 first lines in the Keller, Schmaltz, Hayden line and the Cooley, Peterka, Gunther line. So fun to watch. It seems like every night they're putting the puck in the net with their speed. They're dangerous, and teams are really taking note. But loving Cooley, he's here for 8 more years. We could be relieved of all that stress and anxiety. Now it moves on to Schmaltz, but I won't talk about Schmaltz in this video. I think I'll make a Schmaltz contract video in the new year, closer to the trade deadline, to see what we will do. For now, I'm just enjoying this career year of Nick Schmaltz so far. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for